Welcome viewers to another video from Time to Go. Today we're out for a ride. We're going to search for 7 Mile Lane and we're going to see if it is actually 7 miles. Now it's not a bad day, it's dry, but it's very windy. I think the winds today are going to get up to about 45-50 miles an hour, and it can't be far off that now actually, so it could be a bit windy, the sound on this one, but we'll see how it goes as we go through the video. Now to get to 7 Mile Lane we have to go from West Kings down through Rootham and then on the back roads to Maidstone, then we turn off, and we shall be there in about 5 minutes I guess, and then we'll see how long it really is. We'll reset the trip and we'll measure it. So bit of research on Time to Go, eh? While we're going along, I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are about the NT1100. I've had the bike for 4 months now, and I've never found anything seriously wrong with it so far, and I like the bike. Really nice bike. I've done some long distance on it as well. A week ago I went up north, did 600 miles in a day, went up there for a day and came straight back, and it performed very well with no issues whatsoever. I did have a little accident with my bike, and that was it fell over and I damaged the pannier, but hey, that's life, innit? You live and learn. I won't be doing that again. So where we are now, we're on the top of Rootham Hill. This is probably why it's so windy. It's the highest point in the area here, and normally there's a viewing point that's open up here, and we'll just go there and see if it is open. Sometimes the gate's shut and you can't get in, but we're definitely going to give it a try today. It's on our way, so why not? We have got Android Auto working, but that's all you're going to hear from me about Android Auto. This video is not about Android Auto. Right, we're just going to turn in here, and we're going to see if the viewing point is open. Now there's cars there, which probably means it isn't open, I'm guessing. But we can get out the bike and go and have a look. And that's what we're going to do. Why not? So I'm just going to pull up here for a moment. Turn my bike off. Get on the centre stand. Now one thing I have noticed with the NT as well, when I went on that long journey up north, I had the bike fully loaded and it had about 12 kilos in each of the panniers and 12 kilos in the top box, and I had an unfortunate thing happened to me where it fell over, and I did actually pick the bike back up again, but it was really hard to pick it up. So if you have got a big bike, make sure you can pick it up, because if you fall over you need to get it back off the ground to get on the road again. So this here is Rootham Hill, the highest point. It's near Brands Hatch on the A20, and here is a map, and here is the map. Hope you can see that. Seven Oaks is there, 4.9 miles away. Knoll Park, you've got can't read that, Raspit Hill I think it says, Ingham Church, Platt Church, Mereworth Woods, Tunbridge is that direction, and Hadlow Castle is that direction. Now you can see for miles here, and that's the road we're going to be going back down on in a minute. It's very blowy. There is some nice places in Kent, and hopefully throughout the year we're going to see a few of them. So let's get back to the bike and let's get on the road. Oh no, we'll just see a few bikes here. I can hear a few coming past. There they are. like, oh, they've come out for a display. They must have known we were coming. Looks like a gang of motorbikes there. Beautiful, perfectly timed. So let's get back on the bike. If you want to come up here, if you're in the West Kingsdown area or Rootham area, you can always come up here and have a picnic if you wish. I think they keep it closed during the winter, so it isn't quite open yet. Luckily we're on a bike and we can walk. So there she is. The bike's still there. Nobody's nicked it, thank goodness. Let's get back on the road. Let's find 7 Mile Lane. Well, I think I know where it is. Well, I do know where it is. So we're back on the road. That was Rootham Hill viewing point. This is quite a busy roundabout today for some reason. Normally there's not many people here. Not very busy. I think everybody's making the most of the nice weather. So as you say, Rootham's 1 mile away, and that's where the start of the 7 Mile Lane is. And it will be a little bit less windy there as well, and you'll see why when we get there. There's a lot of bikes out today. I'm going to be quiet for a moment while it's very windy. And I'll get back to the sound and the commentary as soon as we get down the bottom of here. So we're now at the bottom of Rootham Hill, and this is the junction where you can get onto the M20 if you're going towards London or Maidstone. But we're not going to do that today. I did enough motorway miles last week. In the rain, might I add. But I must say, a shout out to Oxford Clothing, because I've got some Oxford rain seals. They're like a yellow waterproof trousers and top that you can wear, and they were absolutely perfect. When it was lashing down really hard, and I was on a bike for about 2 or 3 hours at a time, and the water never got through them one bit. So if you've got a textile jacket and that's all you're wearing, keep a pair of Oxford rain seals somewhere on your bike, top box or something. Come in very handy. And they're only cheap as well. I think they're only about 20 quid for the full set. There's a pub there called The Moat. It's a very nice place if you want to have something to eat. It's on the bottom of Rootham Hill. And it's still windy down here as well. Quite surprising. Well, they did forecast wind. I go quiet at any time, it means I'm concentrating, and I apologise for that. I'm just going to come off here, and we're going to go on, as I say, 7 Mile Lane, which should take us to Paddock Wood. And if you're from the area, Paddock Wood, give us a shout out in the comments. Like and subscribe if you're liking these videos. It's always much appreciated. And there's many more to come. Now the weather, the signs of improvement in the weather, but I think tomorrow is going to be sunny, not just overcast like this, so I'm looking forward to that. But today I thought I'd have just a quick ride out, clean the motorbike, give it a quick spin, and blow out the cobwebs, as it were. Now when I'm leaving traffic lights, I'll always look to the right hand side to make sure that even though the lights are on green, nobody's jumping the lights and giving you a bit something to avoid. So we're going to go to a 7 Mile Lane now, so I'm going to get my trip meter number 2 and I'm going to reset it here because this is 7 Mile Lane. Once I get onto here, as you can see, 7 Mile Lane, and we're going to reset the counter, the tripometer. There we go. Now it is a nice road, this. It's long, it's got trees both sides of it, so it should be a little bit less windy as we're travelling down it. And there's Rootham Heath Golf Club to the right there if you're a golfer. I'm not a golfer myself, but it is a nice hobby. Gives you a bit of exercise, but there's quite a bit of skill in playing golf. I tried it once. Somebody gave me a golf club and said, "Here, hit that golf ball." It was only one of these sample golf balls, the ones with all the holes in, and it took me about 10 times to hit it. And when I did hit it, it went in all sorts of directions. It didn't go forward, it was either upwards, sideways or whatever. So I can appreciate that the skill involved in playing golf. So if there's any golfers out there, hats off to you. It takes a bit of practice. So we're going to go 50 miles an hour and we're going to put our cruise control on. We're now in cruise control. The wind is very loud, so I'm hoping you're hearing this. And 7 Mile Lane, we're into the journey. We've done 1 mile already, and that was a quick 1 mile, I must say. On the right hand side here we have a army training centre. It's where all the army guys go to train in their skills, as it were. They're not quite there, I think it's here somewhere, but it's all them woods and things there. So keep out of there, you might get shot. MOD property, Mayworth training area. It's a nice road, this. It's straight, undulating, and you've got some good protection of the trees either side. In the winter, these are, in the summer, sorry, these are all, the leaves come out and all the trees are in full growth, if you want to call it that. you turn left at this next junction, you can go down to a another place where it's I forget the name of the place now. I should know it really, but I don't know. I've got the name of the place, but anyway, there's a nice little village to the left down here. We might pop there on the way back. We'll see how time is. It's down that road there. Is it? Nope, not that one. We'll get it right in a minute. Now there's a field down here to the right, which is, let me see, up there, where they take off balloons in the summer. And every now and then, if you come down here, you'll see them getting all the balloons up with a bit of hot air. Mereworth, that's the place I'm thinking of. Down there there's a little village called Mereworth, and it has a tower in there called St. Leonard's Tower. It's an old ruin, and one day we shall go down and have a look at that. Now we've done now 3.2 miles, and we're coming to the first roundabout. I think there's one more roundabout and that's the end of it, I think. Soon find out. Now this takes you towards Paddock Wood, which is another village in Kent. So we're still on 7 Mile Lane, and it's very busy. I don't know why it's this busy. You can see they've got all the rapeseed in the fields now. All the yellow rapeseed is out. Now I think I've just realised why it's so windy as well, because I've got the screen down. So what I'm going to have to do is, on the way back, put the screen up. I took it down earlier to do some cleaning on the bike, and I forgot to put it up. So it'll give us a good comparison between having the screen down and the screen up actually. I was thinking of putting the camera on here to look over there while I'm riding along, and I was wondering where to put the GoPro mount, and I was going to stick it on this, but I didn't have a GoPro mount, couldn't find it, so I'll have to get a couple of them for sticking on my bike in various places to get a few different shots. So yeah, I can definitely say that the bike with the screen down, it's a lot windier. You notice it a lot. Whether it makes a difference to fuel economy, I don't know, but looking at my economy now, it says 73.5, but that's only on this short run. Normally I'm only getting 60. That's another thing I'm going to possibly do, is to do a comparison, fuel economy comparison, with the screen up and the screen down. So we've done now 4.9 miles on 7 Mile Lane in Kent, and only another 2 miles to go. We shall see how long it really is. Now here's the roundabout. Now I think this is where the 7 Mile Lane ends, to be honest. So we're looking at 5.5 miles now. going to make sure this is the end of 7 Mile Lane. I think it is. I'm not going to go down there because that's not 7 Mile Lane, that's Boyle Way. And this road here is not 7 Mile Lane either. So it's looking like it's 5.8 miles on my reckoning. We're just going to find a place to turn around down here. How about here? Now before I go, I'm going to just turn the put the screen back up again. Let's do that now. I ain't going to do it while the bike's running. So make sure I do that, because this is how you lift the screen up. I must say, that's the first time I've ever ridden a bike with the screen down. Right, we're ready to go back. So there's your answer. 5.8 miles, 7 Mile Lane. Why is it called 7 Mile Lane? If you know that, leave a comment and tell us why. But I don't know. It ain't 7 miles. Now he's going some. So this time, going back, same wind. We're going to go back exactly the same route and see what it's like with the screen up. So here we are, 7 Mile Lane again, but going the other way, I think. Hopefully I've gone the right way on a roundabout. Yeah, it's definitely a biker's day today. I've seen loads out today. So yeah, definitely there's a big difference in the wind for sure. So the screen certainly does its job, and I found that while I was riding up north in all that rain, the weather protection can't be faulted on the bike, to be honest. It's brilliant. The screen keeps all the rain off you. It's really, really good. So as I say, I'm liking the bike. I've not found any major faults with it. There's a couple of things which I'm going to modify slightly, and you'll see videos soon of them modifications. One of them is I've got an idea to put a little spring device on the top box, because when you open the top box with the key and then you flick the handle up, what happens is you've got to use your fingernails to try and lift the top of the top box up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a a spring device so that when I shut it, it'll be under spring tension, and when I turn the key and lift it, it will spring up. Here's some more bikers. So that's my plan, and I'll show you how I do that at a later stage. Now another thing I've done is, you see these here, the two bits that hold the tank bag on. I've took the two bits of the two clips off there. Now the reason I've took the two clips off is I'm not going to be using the tank bag for a while, and that is because when I went up north I had the tank bag on, and it was a handy thing to have, but when I got back there was scratches, not major scratches, but some very fine scratches on the tank, and I'm going to leave it off because I don't want any more scratching to happen. So if you've got a tank bag that goes on here, if you do use it, make sure you put some sort of a cloth underneath the tank bag when you put the tank bag on. Otherwise you will scratch it for sure. And if you're using it regular, then you will definitely over time have a dodgy tank, scratches everywhere. Now we missed the turn off there to go to Mereworth, but we'll do that on another ride out. Now there's lots of garden centres around Kent area. If you have a look at the plants and things like that, they're everywhere. What I do like about the NT is you can, as you're riding along, you can just accelerate to the speed you want and press the right hand cruise control lever down, and it stays there. Another thing I noticed on my ride out in the sun, or the bright day which I had recently, only one, was the screen on Android Auto is slightly dull. If you look now, you will see that it's slightly dull, as is the reflection. You get some reflections off it as well. It's better when you zoom in. Now we've got trees all around us at the moment here, so that's not showing up very good. So yeah, there's the training camp again. Let's see what we're doing for fuel. Now we're doing 67.4 to the gallon. That's not too bad. I think it helps if you've got the wind behind you. The front windshield acts as a sail, and the wind helps you along and helps your fuel economy. But if you've got the wind against you, it certainly is detrimental to your fuel consumption. So I will be testing the difference between having the screen down and the screen up in future videos, so keep an eye out for that one. And if you don't want to miss it, please subscribe to the channel. There's plenty more to come. Now the weather's improving, and I've got a few more adaptations to make to the bike as well, just to personalise it just that little bit more, to make it perfect for my journeys ahead. I have a plan for something for here where the tank bag is as well. I'm going to design a compartment that fits here and bolts onto these two screws, and you can use it for holding a little bit of money in, or your wallet, or possibly a phone. I'm not too sure how big I can make it, but we'll see how I get on with that. If you're interested in a compartment to go here for your phone or any bits and pieces, keep an eye out for that video coming along. What I have noticed doing the YouTube is it's not always as easy as what you think, and when you look at some of the channels who I watch quite regular, you can see they put a lot of effort into the videos. Well, everybody does. All the channels that I subscribe to and that I view, and the motorcycle channels, they put a lot of effort into these videos, and it's nice to see that people do appreciate and subscribe to their channels. And with that in mind, I'd like to just mention a couple of channels while I'm out for a ride. And the first one really is not really a motorcycle related, but it's related to the Kent area where I ride around a lot, and that is Pilot Flyer. Now if you look on my channel on the main page, you'll see there's a link there to Pilot Flyer, and he flies the Cessna. I'm not quite sure which Cessna. There's two Cessnas, there's a 2-seater and a 4-seater. I think he flies them both, but he flies them around the Kent area, and he has some entertaining guests with him as well. He's had a few real airline, what do you call them, waitresses or whatever you call them, stewardesses. Yeah, he's had some stewardesses with him, along with him, and he points out all the locations as he's going along. So check him out, Pilot Flyer. Give him a bit of loving and give him a like for his videos, and subscribe if you like that sort of thing. I'm sure he's got more to come once the weather gets better and they can get out flying again. And another one I'd like to mention is Todge29. Now this is a channel I've recently found, and he's got some really brilliant videos in there, and one of the ones I really like watching was the ones where he does his trips abroad, and also the NC 500 route. If you're thinking of doing the NC 500 ride, he's done that, and he's got videos of all that as well. So thanks for producing the really great content, you guys. It's a pleasure to watch it all the time, but it just takes a little bit of time to get through the channel's content, because the more you do YouTube, I've found, the more channels you like, and the more channels you've got to get through the content. And you learn a lot by watching other people, how they do things. So it's a bit of training really. So, and that's why I like watching all other people's channels. Everybody has their own style, everybody has their own sense of humour. Thank you to you all. So that brings us to the end of another video from Time to Go. If you're liking the videos, please click the like button, and if you want to see more and keep up with the channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye for now.